With dementia over in Ukraine, bootlicking, and of course Pete Buttigieg not giving a damn.
He ain't lying.
Well, leave it to the View to solve the case regarding Ohio's disaster.
What, are you retarded?
Yes, blame Trump.
Listen.
Why? Just cuz. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
is what's next. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo here. Another episode. What's next? Your daily. Hope you guys are doing well on this Friday. Of course, TGIF, the end of a long week. And of course, the situation in Ohio has not gotten any better. Yes, the massive plume of black smoke hovering over that town of East Palestine has decimated to somewhat. Of course, now, as we all know, the wind doesn't blow anywhere. So, of course, other counties or states could not be affected by this. You had some bright news. You had a silver lining. You had one President Donald Trump go to East Palestine the other day. And yes, he showed up with pallets of water, supplies. He even fed the EMTs, the police, the fire department at their local McDonald's because, of course, the guy loves McDonald's himself. But speaking of Trump, when you have such great journalists out there, who do you think of? No, you don't think of Tucker Carlson. No, you don't think of the old classics like Walter Cronkite. You think of the women at The View. See, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. So these ass clowns were asked about a situation with dementia in Ukraine, Pete butt plugs nowhere to be found. Of course, he was just recently found the other day, and he said I should have gotten there sooner. But leave it to one Joy Behar, or Joyless Behar, to open mouth and shove both legs down her throat because that's what she does best. Let's take a look. This coming out of the post-millennial. Joy Behar says East Palestine residents got what they deserved after voting for Trump. Wow. What a peach. If she were here right now, I'd give her a hug or a punch in the face or a punch in the throat. Depends on how I felt that day. On Thursday's episode of The View, co-host Joy Behar, Joyless Behar, manless Behar. I think she's married. I don't know. We don't know these things any day. Suggests that the residents of East Palestine, Ohio, who are reeling from the February 3rd Norfolk Southern train derailment that released toxic chemicals into the air, got what they deserved after voting for Donald Trump, who reduces all safety, including in their own town. Yes, of course, going after that obscure law, which is absolute bullshit. But anyway, who cares about facts? I don't know why they would ever vote for him, Behar said. For somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties in the chemical industry in charge of EPA's Chemical Safety Office. Behar looked directly at the camera, pointed and added, "That's who you voted for in the district, Donald Trump, who reduces all safety." He did. Jack Posobiec tweeted, breaking. Behar says East Palestine got what they deserved because they voted for Trump. That's who you voted for. Behar previously said, "It seems to me that the Republicans are obsessed with this notion that the free market, that they don't like a lot of regulations, and we don't have to pay for regulation and safety standards." Co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin. Then again, I don't know who this is, and nor do I give two thoughts. Norfolk Southern gives as much Democrats as to Republicans. It's a very powerful lobby. Said it was an unforced error that it took Biden so long to send Transportation Secretary Pete butt plugs to the Ohio town. Yes, an unforced error. Griffin also knows that East Palestine was Trump country and had voted for him by 40%. Earlier in the week, President Donald Trump visited East Palestine to pass out water and of course, supplies and other things. On Thursday, butt plugs arrived when pressed by Turning Point USA contributor Savannah Hernandez about why it took so long to arrive. His press secretary said she could answer, but wouldn't answer on camera, said Hernandez was being aggressive in her questions. Yes. Why weren't you in Ohio? Well, that's too aggressive. How dare you, damn it. What are you, a bigot? You know I'm gay. Joy Behar said the residents of East Palestine got what they deserved because they voted for Trump. That's who you voted for, she shouted on camera in the district. Trump reduces all safety. In those days, tweeted Media Research Center Associate Editor Nicholas Fondacaro. Sunny Hostin, because of course she's such a peach herself, you know, the racist slob on that show, of course, said it was Trump's fault. Shocker. East Palestine residents have been ordered out of their residence after the train derailed. On February 6, authorities began burning off the chemicals to minimize the risk of vinyl chloride explosion. On February 9th, residents returned home and they found the odor of chemicals remaining in the air along with dead fishes in the rivers, the water poisoned, and of course, who knows what toll is going to take on them in the future, causing concerns the local water supply had become contaminated, which it did. Residents also complained about a film of soot on their property. Yes, there was fallout like, I don't know, like the town got nuked or something. That they suffered from eye irritation and headaches after returning home. But
this is Trump country. He won by 40 points. He is a president for all Americans. I believe that, but he needs to show that he is. It was time for him to be.
I don't know why they would ever vote for him, for somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did in those days.
Joy Behar is such a curmudgeon bitch. She is. She's such a fucking curmudgeon. Not a day goes by where she is absolutely miserable, because we know the adage, misery loves company. And of course, that's what The View is. You got a bunch of nagging, cackling hens, which of course they have that token conservative, you know, Sino, conservative in name only, on that show. It becomes worthless. That's the reason why Candace Bure, who is a Christian conservative in her own right, stayed on there for a season, and she tolerated that much. She said she had enough of that nonsense, and I'm out. But again, blame Trump. That's all they got. They didn't mention in that clip, nor in that commentary, about Joe Dementia. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe Dementia. It was an unforced error, I'm sorry, in sending Pete Butt Plugs down there. Which, of course, Pete Butt Plugs showed up the other day, and yeah, he's like, I've been here since day one, which, of course, was an absolute lie. You know, you were holding hands with your partner, swinging in the park. But anywho, this is the continuous nonsense, the continuous trash that's going to continue to be dumped on Trump. Yet, instead of giving him a little ounce, just that much of credibility in going down to East Palestine and doing what he could with his own money, while Dementia Boy was in Ukraine bootlicking again. This is like the fourth or fifth video I did, because the bootlicking doesn't stop. $100 million more to Ukraine for their pensions, but for hardworking Americans here in this country, fuck them. So this is what you have: cackling hens, hating Trump, and of course, kissing Biden's ass. I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.